がここにいるうちの本物のスクールスポーツのために行こうぜベイビーバンこの国は気をつけて、現実になることがありますからね。
All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Mike Alatamura. Right? Alatamura, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, good pronunciation.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I get it right. We're only a couple hours away from a big fight. You're the manager of Ye-Joon Kim. You guys took this fight on short notice. For people that don't know the Ye-Joon Kim story, like how did you guys come to be?
Yeah, man. So I actually followed him early career. I think if you kind of pride yourself on watching like what would call like hidden classics and that, Ye-Joon all throughout his boxing career has been in some scintillating fights. It's actually 7-0 against Japanese fighters. Let's hope tonight it's 8-0. I know we have a mountain to climb, but he's very well prepared and he's ready to go. But yes, I followed him early in his journey. He was always a very unique style, like a little bit like defensively sound, would pick and choose his shots. Had a bit of a different style to, say, your typical South Korean slugger. He had a bit of like suave and style about him, and then just gradually seeing him evolve. And then in 2019 I got the call to start working with him because he had moved to John Bastable's United Fight Team in Australia. So it took us a bit of time to align just because of COVID times and everything, but as they say, the rest is history. Now we're here fighting for all the marbles tonight, man.
Yeah. Only one more thing left to do, which is upset Inoue, which is going to be tough.
Yep.
Well, for people who haven't seen him fight or taken the time to watch him fight, what kind of fighter is Ye-Joon Kim?
A switch hitter. Difficult to prepare for because I know they're not going to be sure if he's going to come out orthodox or southpaw. I'm sure they're ready for everything, but it still plays in the back of your mind. He's actually a bit of a stylist, but he likes throwing on fighting on the inside, but picking his shots, rolling, moving, timing guys in between their punches. So yeah, and of course being South Korean, he's always got like that spirited warrior, like marauding brawler in him too. But he actually likes picking his shots and being a bit of a stylist. So hopefully you see the best reflection of him tonight against the monster.
Okay. How did this fight come together? Because to boxing fans, most boxing, it just came from left field. But it wasn't left field. How did it come together?
No, semi-left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, so we've got to dial back to last year. So in May of last year, when Inoue fought Luis Neri at the Tokyo Dome, obviously a lot was riding on that event for Ahashi Promotions, for Top Rank, for Tekken Promotions, like massive global TV rights deals, stadium event, everything. So they wanted a bit of an insurance policy. So myself and a close friend of mine, colleague Sean Gibbons, talked Mr. Honda at Tekken Promotions into having TJ on that bill as a reserve. So if you recall, TJ actually fought an 8-rounder. He was there as an insurance policy for Neri. So scheduled 8-rounder, 122. If Neri misses weight, gets injured, whatever it may be, we roll into the main event. So when Goodman had the initial cut, it was actually December 15. It was the morning that Ryosuke Nishida, who I work with, the IBF Bantamweight champ, was defending against Donsua of Thailand. I had breakfast with Mr. Honda, and I just floated to him again the concept. I said, you know what, my Korean's world ranked. Why don't you consider placing him on the undercard, 8-rounder? At least then, again, you have a little bit of an insurance policy. Let's say Goodman gets cut, they're tough with negotiations. God forbid he get recut, the cut doesn't heal, whatever it may be, you actually have a plan B. And I'm telling you, like, I have a good working relationship with Tekken Promotions, but Mr. Honda just looked at me and just completely no-sold me. So I was like, all right, in my head I was like, that went down like a lead balloon. And then on December 23rd, my phone rings. I'm on a beach. I'm on Diani Beach in Kenya. So I'm in southern Kenya, coastal town, chilling out, and I get a call from Mr. Honda. Korean boxer, is his weight okay? I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, we want to put him on the undercard. Good idea, 8-rounder. He told me the money, the purse was pretty generous for a guy in a holding position. And he said, you can pick a Filipino or Thai opponent. So next couple of days, a scramble, find an opponent who was Kenny Demasio from the Philippines, and we're locked in that slot. And we were happy just being in that slot. We figured come over to come over to Japan, prepare accordingly, get a nice 8-round victory, and then we see whatever may be next. But never thought it'll be promptly Inoue. We just thought, okay, if something were to happen, we're ready. So Jun travels to Australia, starts sharpening up his camp. We get word on his visa and everything. And then, we get within the 2-week time frame. Within 2 weeks, you think all sparring's dialing down. Supposedly Goodman wasn't sparring, right? That's what the Japanese were told for this preparation.
Correct.
So we just figured, okay, we'll go over to Japan and we'll make the most of our opportunity. And then it's literally, so I'm in Nairobi, Kenya at this stage, still on semi-vacation. I was supposed to come to Japan a week later.
Okay.
Supposed to come to Japan on like the 20th of January. So Mr. Honda calls me. I've gone to bed at 1:58, so last time I looked at the clock. My phone starts flashing at 2:03. So I'm like, semi-cognitive factors unchecked, trying to figure out whether it's actually reality or not. And he goes, Goodman's been cut, they pulled out, I can't believe these people, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? He goes, Korean boxers weight good. I said, yeah, I'm sure it's good. We're preparing to fight at 122. I'm sure it's good. He goes, okay, let me talk to Ahashi. So I'm like awakened from the fog at this stage. I'm still thinking, are we in? Are we not? Are they going to cancel the show? What's happening? About 20 minutes later, he calls me back. Okay, everything's okay. The show's going to proceed. Inoue versus Kim.
Wow.
I was like, oh, so we're in 100%. We hadn't even negotiated the final purse or anything at this stage. We only had the initial purse broken, but we've got a good working relationship, so I knew that we would nut it out. So he says to me, get in touch with Masa. So Masa's, integral part of tech and promotions, does all the coordinating and everything. I get in touch with Masa. I start scrambling on, Jun was supposed to go to Korea on the Tuesday to figure his visa. We adjust his flight to the Sunday. Start working out all additional travel. Then Mr. Honda calls me back. Can you get here Monday? I was like, no, I have government meetings here on Monday. I can leave here Tuesday. I'll get to you Wednesday. So getting here on Wednesday, so that was Wednesday the 15th, so it was 5 days earlier than expected, but I still hadn't finalized the negotiation at that point. So anyways, long story short, I called John Bastable, Jun's coach, let him know where we're at, because news was starting to break that Goodman was cut and out of the fight. John calls Jun, who was mid-run, and Jun says to him, he tells him he's fighting anyway. Jun says, okay. Now, we didn't know at the time, but Jun adjusted. He was running 6 kilometers for an 8-rounder. He adjusted and ran 10K. So he understood the assignment. And
correct.
Yeah, so now we're here, man. I'm still in a dreamlike state. I can't believe that, like I said at the press conference, from the orphanage, an unwanted orphan, viciously bullied throughout his upbringing, to the undisputed championship of the world against a pound-for-pound star. Man, this is literally a field of dreams for this kid.
Sounds like a movie, and if he does what many consider to be the unthinkable and he wins, then all of a sudden, South Korea's gonna have a star on their hands.
Regardless of the result, his life is a movie. He's already a winner, but
I agree.
Look, if he lands a dynamic left hook or curling left hand, depending on his stance tonight, his left's his power side. Yeah, man, we're going to be celebrating for a few months, I think.
What type of person is he?
Wonderful kid, very quiet, very reserved. If you see, he's got like a resting grumpy face.
Yeah.
He looks like he wants to knife you 24/7, but he's actually a very sweet kid, very, very appreciative, very, very quiet, but very focused. He actually, like, in his spare time, he enjoys watching cooking shows. So even when he's like weight cutting and everything, he's sitting in his room watching people eating and cooking. So that's the kind of person he is. He's just very, very laid back. Even though his fight moniker and his nickname is Troublemaker, it's only in the ring. His day-to-day life is actually very well balanced, and he's just a beautiful soul.
Okay, seems like it. What kind of fight do you think the Inoue fight will turn out to be, like style-wise?
It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun. I think Inoue is going to look to take chances. It's going to look to apply the pressure. Hopefully, we can draw him in. He's not going to be watching this video, so he's not going to have the timing to watch his video and tactically adjust. So yeah, hopefully we can draw him in. Just want to make sure that we settle early in the fight, get our bearings, find our feet, and then start to go to work. If it's not working in one stance or the other, we can switch stances. Just got to stay away from. It's not even the vaunted power of Inoue at this weight. It's the explosive timing and speed. Just got to stay defensively responsible. start to push him the rounds, and then look to affect our game plan.
Okay. I look forward to seeing how Ye handles the occasion. It's a really exciting story, his whole career and his life. But Mike, I know you're a busy man, so I appreciate the time. But any final message to the boxing world before I let you go?
Yeah, just to everybody out there, really get behind this kid. We appreciate the support. We appreciate all the love. We've been seeing all the comments and all the people speaking about Jun's character and wishing him the absolute best in this fight. And yeah, man, keep following this channel, man. You know, like I don't see many other Western reporters here in Japan covering the beat how you been. So respect to what you're doing. You're a real one.
I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much, and thank you for talking to True School Sports. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you click right over here.